Hello? Testing, testing. Test, test. I'm going to be honest here. I spent so long troubleshooting that I'm just gonna start as soon as I get the chat box all set up. I'm just gonna start. Okay. Just waiting for the chat box to load at this point. Wait. The heck happened to my background? Yeah, there was a background there. There it is. Fixing that. I also just realized what the title says. Alright. Now we open that. Alright, hello. Hello. Who's here? Anybody here right now? Anybody at all? Yes, hello. Welcome to Stream Nightmare. I'm sorry it took me... Yeah, sorry it took me so long to begin. I am going to explain in just a moment. Okay, that's done. Actually, on my new PC, I can have DMs open now. What the fuck? Well, what did you just send me, Yojimbo? Alright. Here we go. Game audio. That is not what I wanted. Alright. You guys can see, you guys can hear, right? Like, just doing an audio check and a visual check. You guys can see shit, right? I also require my phone that I have lost track of. There it is. Wait. Hello? Hello? Why is the game audio capturing twice? That would probably be why. Alright, I can finally pull it up on my phone. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, everything is working. Alright. Hello, everyone. I'm Skena. Welcome to another episode of Kingdom Hearts Days. I'm going to take the first part of this episode to explain what happened last time for those that don't care about DK64. If you were... It's also mainly for those that were watching the last part in post. Last time in Kingdom Hearts Days, we awoken to our, I guess you could call it a life, but not really. We woke up. Whether we're a real person, though, is questionable at best. There were also technical difficulties. Lots of technical difficulties. For those wondering why the end of the last episode kept cutting in and out at random points, if you are watching in post, I would like to take this moment to tell you that this was actually streamed. That is for something decently important to know. It was actually streamed, and internet is a bitch. It kept causing things to cut in and out. I had to end stream early. That's not going to be a problem this time. Anyway, this time, we're going to actually finish the tutorial. Because last time, we were doing the tutorial, but I had to stop at, like, the actual last part of the tutorial. That's not a joke, by the way. And I think I was in the middle of explaining things about panels. It's been so long, I don't remember what the hell I was explaining about panels. Also... Yep. Anyway, hello Yojimbo, hello Nightmare, well, welcome to the stream. It would appear my mod has vanished. I'm going to explain what took so long to get started, by the way. For those not in the randomizer space like I am, I was messing with something called Archipelago with my friend Sonic. We were trying to get a link to the past working in a multi-world randomizer. I thought it would just take about 20 minutes. Took a little over an hour. Because he uses a Linux. Anyway. That's why it took so long. Forgot what I explained. In short, gears are weapons. They change your combo. Abilities are abilities. And magic, you only have as many casts as you put in the panels. Anyway, this is the panel loadout I'm going to be using until I get better panels and I get more space. Because, by the way, I will be getting more space in the panels. When this entire thing is filled, I'm going to be doing mission mode at the start of every stream. Because there are exclusive panel rewards locked behind mission mode. I got too used to playing Ratchet and Clank. I keep trying to use the X button to a frickin' exit out of menus. Today will be your first true mission. We have a new thing now. Starting now, we are going to get a lot more freedom in what we're allowed to do. It's still going to be linear as hell, but we're getting more freedom now. Let me move the mic so I can actually see the game. There we go. Anyway, so for our first mission, we need to go over some things. Left and right on the D-pad, or control stick, depending on if you're playing the PC port or not. It's both on the PC port. We can switch between the summary, objective, and rewards. None of this matters except for the rewards. You can flat out see what you're going to get upon completing the mission. I need to explain how to read this a little bit. Now, I'm not going to explain how to read the materials because it's very self-explanatory. We're going to be getting the block command from this. The number next to the command like that is going to tell you how many spaces you will need on your panel board to equip it. This will also be the case inside of the main menus. In fact, I'm actually going to show this. If we go to our dodge roll... Wait, no. Wait, do I? Oh my god, I don't have anything that does it. Bottom right. You can't really see it well. Actually, you know what? Let me zoom in. This. That thing is called the link board. Actually, I don't know what its actual name is. That thing is going to tell you how many spaces each panel is going to require, along with where they will be situated. You do need to plan ahead for that. Also, we unlocked the hollow missions last time. For the record, I would like to just say the hollow missions are simply a way to replay previous missions. That's all they do. They allow you to retry previous days. This allows you to retry earlier missions with better movesets. Hello, Evie. Anyway. Yeah, this is good. Now, we have a very, very special mission today. And actually, I'm going to flat out say that if you are going for 100%, I will need to change my panel loadout. And I'm going to make use of this. See, here's the thing. I forgot how to remove panels. Ethers are basically going to be useless in this mission. Don't worry, I'll explain why. Just know there is something really, really mean in this level. Oh, wait, no. Never mind. I am thinking of a different mission. Wait. I just realized you have the block for the specific mission I'm referring to. Just know you're going to want as many potions as possible. Like, as many potions as you can cram into your deck. For the bullshit mission I'm referring to. Our second mission together. Yep. Sheesh, don't talk my ear off. You ready or what? What? Oh, yeah. Yojimbo, you have to realize you basically just spoke gibberish, right? Anyway, so as our first real mission, there's going to be no tutorials this time. Death is actually a thing that can happen now. Anyway, going over our new Keyblade. Our new Keyblade, I forget what it's called, but you get a 4-hit combo on the ground. In midair, your combo is reduced to a 2-hit one. I'm gonna be honest, I don't like this Keyblade. I mean, it serves as an upgrade over the Kingdom Key. It serves, but... Also, welcome Hyrule Star to the stream. It definitely serves as someone's first Keyblade, but I don't really like using it. In fact, I replace it almost immediately. New Heartless type. Possessors. They are going to try to possess you, and your HP is going to constantly tick down when they do. The best way to get them off of you is to dodge roll. Also, I'm saving my fire cast for the next room. Alright. Potion. Meanwhile, you are Garbo at Kingdom Hearts. If you're not a fan of action games, you are not likely to enjoy playing Kingdom Hearts. New enemy type! I need to phrase this right now. If you are coming off of Kingdom Hearts 2, Kingdom Hearts 1 rules apply. These Scarlet Tango are fire-based enemies. What does that mean? Do not use fire on them. I know that seems obvious, but I do need to explain this. Starting in Kingdom Hearts 2, the Kingdom Hearts series kind of adopted a new way to deal with elemental resistances.
Nice try.
Okay, yeah. Sorry about that. I had to focus. That new way, if you use a fire attack against a fire enemy, it's not that you're dealing no damage, it's that you're dealing very little. In this game, however, using the same element against an enemy will heal them. Yes, actually. But that goes into deep dive for the lore, some of which requires context from Kingdom Hearts 2, so I won't be going over it. Anyway, it is important to keep enemy elemental resistances in mind. But there is some good news to this. Those floating heartless that very obviously resemble a specific element, those are like the only enemies that heal from their element. So you can lob spells all you like. Also, this is a rare heartless. Bulky Vendor. Bulky Vendors will run if you give them the chance. Okay. If I had managed to kill that, I actually would have gotten some rare materials. So, bit of a bummer I couldn't grab that. Alright. That's all the Heartless. That was our first mission completed. So, got any plans? I was just gonna report to Syx and then go to my room like I always do. Go to your room? Oh, Roxas, Roxas. Move it, Pence! Hey, wait up! Last one there has to buy the winner an ice cream. Oh, sure, now you tell us. No fair, Hayner. Better get flying if you don't want to end up buying. Oh, wait, no, I just realized the Ansem reports in KH1 are enough context. So yeah, Jimbo, that is actually true. The emblem on the Heartless was only created after Ansem basically fucked around and found out. The short version is Ansem fucked with the heart, and it blew up and created Emblem Heartless, which are Heartless that can actually pass through the realm of darkness into the realm of light. Who were they? Must be some kids who live here. Really? It sure acted weird. Yeah? How do you figure? Why did those last two seem to enjoy getting pushed around like that? They were even making those ha-ha noises. You mean laughter? Sometimes people with hearts do that, even when it doesn't make any sense. Oh, and I guess they're different from us. Come on, let's get some ice cream. Why? What do you mean, why? Because we're friends. So, friends are people who have ice cream together? Sort of. That, or laugh at stupid stuff that doesn't make any sense. Like those kids we just saw. They were friends. Come on. I'll show you how it works. I swear, Hainer, it wasn't my fault. Yes, it was. I saw you drop it. You owe me an ice cream. Get back here, Pence. Come on, Hainer. You can go one stinking day without ice cream. I actually saw a fan-made comic dub of this, where apparently they fixed the clock tower so it rings. Roxas, Axel, and others I won't name because spoilers were up here. It started ringing, so they immediately trashed it and threw the bell on top of the repairman's truck. It was actually really hilarious. Hey, Roxas? Let's meet up for ice cream again after your next mission. I mean, who wants to spend their days just bouncing between work and the castle, right? Haha, not me. Hey, I laughed. I guess we really are friends. The rewards we got, not much, but block. Block is a core part of your moveset. New entry in Roxas' diary. We'll get to that in a moment. We finally have them, so it's time to discuss this. Core parts of your moveset. These are the panels you should never go into a mission without. Number 1, a gear. Hold on. You should not be going into a fight with the Kingdom Key. Just plain and simple. Oh, wait. Just plain and simple, you do not go into a mission with the Kingdom Key. The Kingdom Key is the weakest of the weak. It is your weapon with absolutely no modifiers at all. Even though I don't like the skill here, and I very much prefer the Kingdom Key's combos, I'm going to equip it because it's a very bad idea to jump into a mission without a gear. Number 2, block. You shouldn't go anywhere without a block. Number 3, dodge rolling. For obvious reasons, since this is a beat-em-up game with oh, fuck. Alright, it's fixed. It is fixed. Apparently there is some stream delay, unfortunately, but I'm fine with that. As I was saying, this is a beat-em-up game that facilitates combos and swiftly dodging attacks or blocking. There is genuinely no reason you should be going into any mission without the ability to dodge or block. There is absolutely zero reason to do that outside of challenge runs. Don't go anywhere without these two abilities. Then we have Scan. Scan is not required to do good in this game, but it does help. I recommend you have Scan at all times, but it doesn't affect your abilities. Like, if you're fine with not seeing the health of enemies, you could actually save a panel slot and just not use Scan. Anyway, Roxas' diary. We actually got 2 entries. Yeah, I don't know why entry 3 didn't appear until now. The past few days, the other members have been showing me how to fight and do mission stuff. They also told me more about the organization and about myself. I still don't really get what a heart is, but apparently it's a vital piece of who I am. So I've decided to cooperate. If I collect enough hearts, I can complete Kingdom Hearts. Then I'll be whole. Me and Axel went on a mission to Twilight Town. Afterwards, we went and had ice cream again, up on the clock tower. He said friends do stuff like that. Or they laugh together. So does that mean me and him are friends? Not sure if you've noticed, but I've been intentionally giving Roxas more of a robotic voice. I'm going to slowly have Roxas show a little more personality with the voice I give him as we go forward. Alright. Yeah. Starting now, the game opens up. Now, this game is still going to progress in an extremely linear fashion, but we are going to have multiple missions to select from on set days. The game doesn't care what order we do the missions in. However, to progress the story, you must complete any mission with a Keyblade on it. This is also the mission. No, this is also the mission that I was warning about. Anyway, if you do not care about getting bonus rewards and all that, go ahead and just complete the Keyblade missions. You'll get strong enough, but if you are struggling, it would be worth your time to do these optional missions later via holo missions. Now, I want to phrase this right now. Upon completing all the Keyblade missions, you will not immediately go to the next story beat. What's going to happen is, as soon as you complete all the Keyblade missions, there's going to be a fancy button at the top of the bottom screen that says Advance. Upon clicking that, you will progress the story. I'm going to do this one first because, it gives me a fire. And that's going to allow me to actually set up what my personal magic setup would be. I like to have 5 casts of every spell, except Cure. Because I never need a lot of Cure, if I'm honest. Prove your endurance. The only requirement of this mission is to survive. Evie, you better get that death command ready. This mission is quite difficult. We are facing Dusks. These are nobodies from Kingdom Hearts 2. They also suck. There's nothing inherently wrong with Dusks, but...
Nice try.
Fact is, we should not be fighting them this early on.
Nice try.
Damn it. Have a good one, Hyrule Star.
Nice try. Nice try.
Damn it. Yeah, yes, I am doing all the missions, as a reminder. So some of these missions are going to be soul-crushingly hard.
Nice try. Nice try. Nice try.
Finally! How's work? Going okay? Yeah, can't complain. That's good. We finally leveled up. That is the hardest thing I'm going to be doing in this first set of missions. Level ups work a little differently compared to normal. Upon leveling up, you will get a level up panel. To get the level up, all you must do is slot it into your panels. Level ups increase all of your stats with the exception of critical hit percent. Of course, it won't always increase all of your stats either. And actually, you know what? I take that back. I think some levels do give you critical hit percent. One stat that's not incredibly obvious, by the way, crit bonus. When you score a critical hit, you do not deal double damage like other Kingdom Hearts games. You deal however much damage is on your crit bonus, plus however much damage your attack was originally going to do. So if you're going to make a critical build, look at that stat. Level up. I am not going to do that one yet. Defeat all of the Watchers. We have Larxene backing us up this time. Larxene is actually one of the 3 strongest AI companions, and it's because of what she is doing right now. It is worth noting, your AI companions are not playing by the same rules as you are. They do not have a limit on the amount of spells they can cast or items they can use. Meaning, Larxene's going to be spamming the Thunder spell, which is really busted in mob fights. It hits every enemy, and it will also jolt enemies, making them unable to move. Larxene is one of the best AI companions. You just need to set it to set the AI settings correctly. Yeah, no, I am going to say this, Evie. Expect to use that command a lot. Believe it or not, this game can get pretty difficult just on Proud mode alone. Like, I don't think this game needs a critical mode. Some of the missions are really difficult on Proud. There we go. RTC authorized. There is not a bonus objective, but there are 2 chests. You had trouble on normal mode? Yeah, that is exactly my point. This game can get pretty difficult at times. So I don't think this game needed a critical mode. But yeah, no, like, a lot of the AI companions, they genuinely have some really powerful abilities and spells. But if you leave the AI settings on default, they won't use them right. Yeah, late game is where you have trouble. That is to be expected. Oh yeah, I would also like to state, every enemy killed, regardless of it is an emblem heartless or not, is netting us experience. I bring this up because in all other Kingdom Hearts games, there's this nice little HUD that appears at the top left that tells you how much XP you're getting. This game may not have that, but you are getting XP with every enemy killed. So it is worth your time to kill literally everything. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that cutscene. That's the last time I'm letting it play. Fun fact, when you complete the amount of missions needed to progress the story, they will just play the same cutscene on loop, which is just Roxas and Axel eating ice cream. I will be skipping all future instances of that cutscene because there is no dialogue. Now, don't have a lot of space in this deck, so I'm going to say this up front. I'm going to need every last one of these potions. The enemy that exists in this next level is immune to the fire element. And I think Evie knows what's coming up, right? Oh, by the way, coming back with a higher level does not fix this issue. I would just like to say that. Coming back with a higher level does not solve the issue we're about to face. We have Marluxia as well. He is one of the worst party members. The main mission ain't so bad. I'm gonna say that right now. Main mission won't be so bad. It's that bonus objective. To collect all the hearts from this stage, you're going to need to fight something that sucks. And not even because it's hard. Because it's just such a huge time sink. In the meantime, I'm going to loot the place. I am going to be ditching the materials in favor of all the potions we can find around the place. Trust me, we're gonna need as much healing as humanly possible. F this bonus objective. Evie, it's the easiest one. I would just like to state that. It is the easiest one of this type. Well, actually, wait, no, I take that back. It is not the easiest one. You mean for early game? Oh, my backpack's already full. You had to come back later with better stuff. Too bad I don't have that luxury. Also, you might have noticed my backpack is full, so I will have to make a return trip. Yeah, sometimes I will be playing through the same mission multiple times because I don't have the backpack space to pick up all the chests. So I will have to replay some missions multiple times. Oh, and sometimes I just won't have the abilities necessary to use... Well, to do the bonus objective. Because you do get movement abilities. Yeah. Notice how Marluxia isn't doing anything? Marluxia sucks because he has no abilities besides his basic attack. And I would like to state, Marluxia is actually a good spellcaster. On the bright side, though, Marluxia does have potions on him, which he can use to heal me. Alright, who's ready for hell? In fact, I want to make... You know what? I want to make a point. Let me pull up this fucker's stat card. Like, let me pull up this man's stats. Alright. I got this man's stats. By the way, shadows right now have about 50 health. Remember that. Normal shadows have about 50 health, give or take. Maybe a little less. And dire plants have about 100. This is the Zip Slasher! This thing is the bane of my existence! It's going to show up 4 times throughout the game as a bonus objective. Its HP stat is 2,736. If that wasn't enough, its strength and defense stat are both 53. 53! For those that are not good at math, our defense stat is 9. And our attack stat is 13. Call me crazy, but that's a much lower number than 53. So what's the problem? This thing has the ability to two-shot us. Case in point. It can two-shot us. Oh, by the way, in case you were thinking, well, I'll just use my magic. It is immune to the fire, thunder, and wind elements. It takes no damage from the ice element, but on the bright side, you can freeze it. The reason why I pack so many potions, my strategy for this is to spam the limit whenever possible. The time sink part, if you do not come with a metric truckload of potions, what you have to do is you have to whittle his health away very slowly, because he has an absurd defense stat for this point in the game. Like, actually absurd. It would be one thing if they pitted this against us in, like, the mid-game, but we just got out of the tutorial. Our stats are not built to handle this.
Nice try.
Thank you, Marluxia. Oh my god. Yeah, I just want to make that point. This is the worst kind of enemy to pit against us. And the fact that it's immune to the singular spell type we have at our disposal is so bullshit. Oh, and by the way, every element I listed, I would just like to say this, is every element in the game. Yeah, look at how little damage I am doing. We are slowly whittling this guy's health down. This is a huge time sink. Now, this is probably meant to make you have to come back when you're higher level. I will concede that. But why not place it in an area that requires a later movement ability? I like that crit. Oh, and by the way, you're seeing this guy's attack pattern, right? He will start with a spin attack. You can get about 2 full combos in until he reaches about half health, where he's going to then just start doing the spin attack right out the gate. Or he's going to try to bait you out like that. This isn't even hard. This is literally just attacking, then waiting. Rinse, repeat. That is all this is.
Nice try.
You like attacking? There we go. Yeah, no, the worst part of this is it's a huge time sink to kill this thing. Problem is, you can't stop paying attention for even a minute or you're basically going to die. Got him! For doing that, you get a blazing shard. I would... Yeah. Yeah, that's seriously all you get. But now that I've completed the bonus objective, I never have to do it again. That battle is not hard. It's just incredibly tedious and time-consuming. I think there is actually dialogue in this one. Never mind. I leveled up from that. I better have leveled up from that. Oh, by the way, dude only gives 5 experience points. It's not worth fighting him. Also, you only get the Shining Shard if you kill him. The Shining Shard is actually a legitimate reason to do it. The other members have been teaching me more about how to fight and stuff. It's going, I guess. Every day after work, I've been meeting Axel at the clock tower to have sea salt ice cream. It really is salty, but still sweet too. How come it tastes so familiar? Yep. Shining Shard is a legitimately good material to grab early on. For 100% reasons, you do actually have to fight him. Anyway, I'm actually going to do this now because there is... Oh, wait. I am going to redo that mission because there is actually... a chest I missed out on. Our next level up, yeah, it gives us HP, strength, magic, and defense. Our defense for that fight cannot be higher than 8, by the way. Not unless you come back later. Oh yeah, it is actually worth noting. If you looted a chest, but then discarded what was inside, Those items are lost forever once you leave. The items they dropped weren't too valuable yet, so I was fine with losing them, but that is something to keep in mind. If you do not have enough backup space, if you do not have enough backpack space, it could actually be a good idea to just repeat the mission to get the rest of the chests. Because, by the way, opening all the chests is also a 100% requirement. But this time, I'm not fighting the Zip Slash. Don't worry, I'm not putting you guys through that again. Actually, I'm not going to put myself through that again. The Zip Slasher appears 3 other times, but it's not as BS because you didn't basically just start the game. It will have higher stats, but you'll have higher stats as well. You'll actually have the ability to combo as well. And I think the next one appears after you learn Cure Magic, so you'll even have good healing. You'll have ways of mitigating defenses. You'll actually have things, is what I'm saying. I think you can... Yep. You can block the projectiles to deflect them. Yeah, if you think I'm redoing that shit, you're crazy. I'm immediately going to the portal now. I got all the chests, I'm good. But yeah, no, sometimes I will be repeating a mission later, so I can get all the chests. This shouldn't be a problem later in the game when I can actually upgrade the backpack, but it's gonna be a problem now. I mean, besides, you can see how many chests are in a mission when selecting it, so... So, it's not like I'm not gonna know when I need to use the backpack upgrades. Also, for the record, iron is actually a really good item to grab, and I think you only get that from the Zip Slasher. So, it would be a very, very good idea to get it. Double cast. If you want to run a magic build, that's actually going to be a very good panel. A very, very good panel. And even if you're not running a magic build, to have a variety of spells, it's also going to be good. We can slap 4 panels on that sucker. I might even be able to save some space to put some more items in this. We will be fighting a Guardian today. Okay, let's get this done fast. What was today's target again? A guardian? Huh? Oh, yeah, I think so. You are such a zombie! Want me to go have all the fun while you figure it out? Come on. Oh, minute bombs. These guys are not that threatening. Also, I kind of zoned out while I was fighting that one. They're not that threatening, but it is worth noting what that thing's doing right now. They can self-destruct. And outside of magic, there is no way to make them stop self-destructing either. Fire magic will not make them stop, by the way. It will actually make them immediately explode. Yeah, this game really wants to iron in that there are other magic types before giving you magic. There are 5 chests. Yeah, in general, if there are any... In general, if there are any more than, like, 3 chests, you're going to want to have more backpack space. Because don't forget that the enemies do drop stuff. Yes, that wasn't a minute, Yojimbo. Onwards! Loaded gear! That's actually going to be really useful. Also, I cannot stress enough. If you get a gear in a chest, for the love of God, do not discard it. Because yes, that is something you can do. Because I cannot stress this enough. If the gear is in an item box and not in a chest, at the end of the mission, it is gone forever. Of course, I don't think anyone would be stupid enough to do that. It is still a warning, I should probably say, though. So how are you all doing today? I am so glad there are no dropped frames at this moment in time. Just one more chest. Like, isn't that such a nice thing? But the stream is not freaking out? Maybe I've been hanging out in low quality for way too long. I don't really need potions that badly. Especially since I can eventually just buy potions. Up this way, Roxas. Right. Oh yeah, I will say Axel is not one of the absolute strongest party members, but he is still one of the good ones. Because Axel actually has magic. Yeah, I had to show that off at least once. Also, it's almost always better to try to carry back only materials if you can. Their use hasn't been revealed yet, but the more materials you have, the better off you'll be. There's our targets. Here we go, Roxas! Kick your head out of the clouds. Right. Oh, I am out of magic gas. I guess you can say I'm lit. That's absolutely something Axel would say to that. Mission accomplished. Gotta say, man, you've come a long way in just a handful of days. You ready to head back? Yeah. Wait, did I ever grab the 5th chest? I'm gonna miss this ice cream thing we do. Huh? Why? Starting tomorrow, I'm gonna be away. Oh. Since you're my buddy, I guess I can fill you in. I'm gonna be at Castle Oblivion for a while. What's that? The organization's got a second castle, situated in the world between worlds. It's called Castle Oblivion. Got it memorized. Yeah, I wish people told me these things. Well, I gotta head back and get ready. Fun, fun, fun. Anyway, you take your time. Winner! Double cast. Arms you with 2 casts of each magic panel you link to it. Then we have the loaded gear. Transforms your weapon and boosts your magic to give it more power. Silent Companion. Axel, I have a message from Lord Zemnis. We have reason to believe one or more of the members assigned to CO intend to betray us. Find them and dispose of them. And I take it that's straight from Lord Zemnis' lips, huh? That explains why Axel was icing the other members so often. Axel! Axel already left. But this ice cream stick that says winner. I have to ask him what I want. Our first link panel that we can use. Double cast. This is a unique shape, so I need to change around how my... Yep, there it is. This is going to give me 6 casts of fire. Then I can plop 3 potions and an ether. I did not get a level up. Also, we have the loaded gear. Transforms your weapon and boosts your magic to give it more power. The loaded gear is going to primarily boost our magic, but I want you to notice something about our stats. Critical percent +3. Aside from critical percent, the magic keyblade is better than the previous one in every way. There is basically no reason to use the skill gear now. Also, I'm pretty sure now we have a true basic combo. But I will say, if there is one thing this game is missing, it's a training room. A place to actually test out your new loadout. Also, I think this is a special day. Roxas, starting today, you will be executing missions alongside Shion. Pay extra attention to the intel I prepared for you in the mission briefs. Use the data on your targets to decide which panels you should take into the field. A poison plant has surfaced in Twilight Town. Team up with Shion, find it, and eliminate it at once. They can be easily dispatched with fire magic. Take extra casts of fire into the field. And dire plants, dispatch them by blocking their seeds. We will get the Sign of Resolve from this. Today marks your first time out on a mission together. We need you to eliminate a specific Heartless. Roxas, you are in charge. Me? Okay. Let's go. I'm in charge, huh? Shion! Oh, yeah! Yeah, so I actually like this keyblade, but anyway. Shion is actually a really strong companion, as Shion is capable of every spell in the book. I believe the spell she brings is dependent on what spells you have equipped. Could be wrong about that, though. Yeah, like, for example, I think Shion only has access to fire magic right now.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Okay, yeah, there isn't a bonus objective. Oh yeah, on top of that, Xion will also have various evasion abilities as well. Her entire kit is dependent on what Roxas currently has. If you bring fire magic, Xion will be able to use fire magic. If you do not bring a dodge roll or a guard, she won't be able to dodge roll or guard. So she's actually the strongest AI companion because she uses what you want her to. You don't want Xion using a specific element? Don't bring it. But this game's balance is ultimately dependent on you being by yourself, so... Okay. It already blew up. Great. It can use blind. When you have these sunglasses above you, you are inflicted with the blind status effect. When you are blinded, none of your physical attacks are going to land. So, just start casting magic. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but for those that know where this part of Twilight Town leads, we don't ever get to explore it in days. I know. Sad. And that's everything in this mission. Yeah, that's an emblem, Heartless. That's always worth taking out.
Yeah. Ha. 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 Yeah. Yeah. Ha. 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 Yeah. Ha. 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 Yeah. Yeah.
I've got someplace to be. You go ahead and RTC without me. Wait, I forgot to read Roxas' diary, didn't I? Sign of Resolve is an accessory. Accessories go on the panels just like everything else. We also leveled up from that. Yeah, our 15 panels are starting to be too small. This place is like 100 times better minus all the bossy co-workers. Am I right? Bossy co-workers. Yeah, the dream team that got shipped off to Castle Oblivion. Dreamy for me because they're gone. Oh. Too bad you and Poppet didn't get to spend more quality time with them. Poppet? Who's that? Shion, of course. Who else, kiddo? My name's not Kiddo. Roxas, get to work. Ring panels are basically accessories. These will either bump your stats up, or for their retirement party. Yeah. Okay. You can only ever install one ring at a time. Ring panels will either bump your stats up a lot, or they'll have a unique ability in them. You know, like Combo Plus. There's second chance. That kind of thing. Put that there. This is just a really big stat boost. I mean, it doesn't make sense from a... Oh yeah, I would like to say this now. You can only have one gear panel at a time. Sorry, you can't merge Keyblades together. Man, I'm really hurting for more panel slots. When am I gonna start unlocking them? I forget. Skill Gear Plus, Moonstones, or dual wield Keyblades. Okay, Roxas can dual wield Keyblades. Like, Roxas can dual wield the Keyblades. I'm going to say that right now. But there's a very specific process to doing it. I will be showcasing it, but we do have to beat the story first. Ugh. He's like Dunban. Yes, he is. Power unit. That is actually a very good item. Oh yeah, the main reason why I haven't switched the AI settings. When Shion is with us, especially in the early game, it's actually better to have them using exclusively magic, which is exactly what I have the AI set to do. Anyway, these deserters, low-key, are kind of annoying to fight normally. When you know you're going to be fighting them, I would highly recommend packing fire. It homes in on the enemies and I am out of fire cast. But that's what we have Shion for. I've got someplace to be again today, so go on ahead without me. Roxas? Huh? What did you say? Your name, it's Roxas, isn't it? Yeah, Shion, that's right. Oh, that was strange. My name. Was that the first thing Shion's ever said? We got a Skill Gear Plus. This is the better version of the Skill Gear. You're crazy if you think I'm using it. Power unit links to your weapon panel and increases strength. The amount varies between weapons. Morning, Shion. Something the matter? Good morning, Roxas. Both of you, finish your preparations ASAP. A giant Heartless has surfaced. It must be exterminated today. Okay, so now I am not going to be using that weapon panel, but I will be equipping it for demonstration purposes. The loaded gear gives us 9 strength, 12 magic, and 1 crit bonus. The Skill Gear Plus gives us 7 strength and crit chance. Power Unit allows you to increase your strength. It adds 1. This is still better. Okay, I guess if you liked the ground combos, this could be good, but the loaded gear still gives you more strength, plus it gives you magic as well. And crit bonus, and actually, hold on. Yeah, that's not all it does. Yeah, that's about all it does. But, like, it gives you more stats. I've arranged for you to be allotted additional slots as you complete mission for us. The harder you work, the more panels you will be permitted to install. Starting now, you will be getting slot releasers for each completed mission. Let me be clear. You cannot repeat the same mission to get an unlimited number of slots. I don't know. Maybe rock? Anyway, we will be facing dark side. Install a block panel before attempting to engage a dark side. You will be glad you did. Anyway, starting now, we will be getting slot releasers for each new mission we complete. Each one is going to expand our max number of panels allowed by 1. I would like to phrase, we can see all the slots. That's not the max. You can shift between 4 separate pages. And no, completing the story does not get you even close to max. Roxas. Good luck today. Thanks. You too, Shion. Track down the dark side. Yep, and this is our aerial combo. I just like the loaded gear. It's a much better early game gear. Yeah, no, combat is actually going a lot smoother now. Gee, I wonder why. Maybe because we actually have things now. Okay, that was a glitch. What is that? Our target. You ready for this? Yeah. Yeah, I hope you didn't use your fire cast. For those that don't remember how the dark side fight worked in Kingdom Hearts 1. But not what I wanted to do. I would also like to take this moment to tell you the mission immediately ends upon defeating Darkseid. Anyway, you're going to want projectile attacks.
Nice try.
Shit. Got him. I just hope the descriptions for the actual attacks are actually useful. It is worth noting, by the way, even if Xion wasn't on magic only strats, she would not have been using a weapon this entire time. Whoa, Xion, I didn't know you could use the Keyblade. Yeah, neither did I. You did great. In fact, you deserve a little something extra. Something extra? Yeah, the icing on the cake. Come on, there's this place. Get your mind out of the gutter, guys. Roxas never had any nefarious intentions. How'd you find such a great place? Here you go. Sea salt ice cream. Well, go on, try it. Okay. It's sweet, and kind of salty too. It's really good, right? Me and Axel always meet up here for ice cream after work. Sea salt is Axel's favorite. Sounds like it's yours, too. Yeah. I don't remember it too well, but Axel said he took me here on my very first day with the organization. And then he bought me some ice cream again after my first mission. Said it was the icing on the cake. A little something extra? Exactly. You guys must be close. Axel's my first friend. Your friend? Roxas, do you think I could be a friend? When Axel gets back, let's ask him. Then all three of us can have ice cream together. Okay. We now have the Blizzard spell and a slot releaser. So yeah, starting now, I'm actually going to be able to play with the panel system. Congratulations, all tutorials are now over. There are no more tutorials outside of the tutorials for the extended movement abilities. No more tutorials on basic gameplay. I wonder what today's mission is. I hope it's with Shion. Then what in blazes did happen? Don't look at me, man. I just found out minutes ago. Is everything okay? Okay, as if. Word has it, at least one of the folks we sent to Castle Oblivion has been terminated. As far as the timeline is concerned, yesterday, Chain of Memories started. Today, Larxene has fallen. Oh wait, no, sorry. Vexen has fallen. Terminated, but that means... Roxas, your mission. Go with Zigbar to Agrippa. Is it true about Castle Oblivion? That's no concern of yours. But what about Axel? Who knows? Perhaps he is among the lost. But... No buts. There's work to be done. Get yourself ready. Okay, though when I wait to do these, I'm gonna have to read more, so I need to stop waiting. Axel is going to some place called Castle Oblivion. He told me because we're friends, he had to go home early to get ready. And after he left, I noticed the word winner on my ice cream stick. I wonder what I won. I'll ask him when I see him tomorrow. Axel left before I woke up this morning. I never got to ask him about the ice cream stick. Who would I share ice cream with? That is such a memed line, but it's really sad in actual context. I was partnered up with number 14 for today's mission. Shion wore a hood the whole time. It wouldn't say a word to me. Come to think of it, I didn't have a whole lot to say either. Afterwards, I went back and had ice cream by myself. I teamed up with number 14 again today. We finally talked a little. Shion even said my name for the first time. Afterwards, I had ice cream by myself again. The lady at the shop said you can trade the winner stick for an extra bar. But I can't eat more than one. Today was my third day with Shion. I've gotten to know a little more about her. That's right. She's a girl with black hair, and she can use the keyblade just like me. I took her out for ice cream afterwards, but I'm saving the winner stick. Axel deserves a reward when he gets back. Shion wants to have ice cream with us from now on. Maybe we'll be friends. And as promised, every slot releaser will be a brand new panel. The Blizzard spell. Magic that shoots an ice crystal which pursues foes. Frozen enemies take triple damage. Now, as much as I'd love to carry more items on me, I'm going to put both of those blizzards in there so I can have 4 of them. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have decided to award you a new rank. If I neglected to mention the new shop, conduct your business there before missions. We will now be getting ranks. Just by progressing the story, you will not reach the maximum rank. To raise ranks, you also need to partake in mission mode. This is a Moogle. Moogles are basically the mascots of Final Fantasy. They are, in the Kingdom Hearts series, they are shopkeepers. This is what you use heart points for. You can make new panels, like items. Limit recharge is one of them. You can also make you can also make attacks, accessories. To all comrades on the same map. This would actually be, like, this is part of the multiplayer. I will be doing some tests to see if I could rig multiple instances of this game. There's not really much for us here, however. I don't see any reason to get more fire commands, but let's go into buy. We can buy slot releasers. I'm buying one. Also buying a level up panel. You can also get aerial recovery and triple cast. I'm getting both of them. Next, we've got weapons. Boost your magic to give it a lot of power. I'm going to get the lift gear. Grab that power unit. I'll grab the soldiering because combo boost is a really good ability. And grab the iron. Oh yeah, by the way, you use money to synthesize, heart points to purchase. Alright, let's see here. Let me clear all slots. First things first, I gotta slot in all of my level up panels. Triple cast and double cast. Lift gear. Then I'm going... Oh, wait, actually, hold up. Compared to the loaded gear. 9 and 12. 40. Yeah, that's absolutely it. A worthy upgrade. Dishes out increasingly higher damage as your combo continues. The longer your combo, basically, the more damage your attacks will do. And just showcase, only one ring panel. So... Oh man, running low on slots. This will give me all the blizzards I need. That will give me all the fires I need. How much does that level up actually do for me? Not much. What about that one? Need it. Block, dodge roll. Unfortunately, I do not think I can have the double cast right now. Yeah, as we expand panels, I'm going to have more options available to me. But basically, the game actually begins now. Also, when my first page is full, I will be doing pretty much all of challenge mode. Because you can get slot releasers through mission mode. We are going on a recon mission. And we will get an ability unit for it. So unit panels allow you to awaken the Keyblade's latent abilities. Abilities are probably the most important ones to grab, though. Welcome to Agrippa. Ugh, I'm already frying out here. Come on, kiddo. Let's get this investigation over and done with. What's wrong? Dazzled by the new scenery. Do you think it's true about the members stationed at Castle Oblivion? Is that seriously what's eating you up? We might have lost a comrade. Maybe multiple comrades. That doesn't bother you at all? As if. Look, the faster we get this mission done, the sooner you can RTC and get your answers. Fine. Let's go, kiddo. Like I said, the game is really going to begin now. Panacea. Oh! We have that button now. Sometimes, in the middle of a combo, that will appear. It depends on your Keyblade. Basically, this is a mechanic unique to Days, and I actually really like it. Basically, your combo can take two different routes, depending on if you press the button or not. It's very simple right now, because to finish the combo, you have to press the button. But yeah, no, the lift gear specializes in aerial combat. A sand dune? Here? That's kind of odd. Different strokes, I guess. Maybe they like beach volleyball. You really think that's it? No. No, I don't. We open the gate! Wait, actually, hold up. I do need to pull something up, because now that the game's actually begun... Page 2. Alright, so after this mission, I am actually going to go grab food. Anyway, there's a reason that they gave us Blizzard. Oh yeah, Zigbar as a companion is actually a really good one. Because Zigbar, for his neutral special, he wields a gun. That is such an out of context thing to say. Anyway, as I was saying, Zigbar specializes in magic and ranged attacks. Actually, because we're out of the tutorial, I might just change the AI settings. The wall here is falling apart. I guess it's an old city? As if. Look closer. The bricks aren't eroded. This damage was all done recently. By what? Yes, it was. It's also my favorite meme. Anyway, Zigbar uses child-friendly twin pistols. So naturally, he can attack enemies from a range. Now, this part is important, mainly in mission mode, but it does play a factor in story mode. Zigbar, when attacking, has to reload. This is non-negotiable. He must reload at some point. When he is doing this, he is vulnerable. The stall is half buried in the sand. Remind me to build my city in someplace a little less dusty. This place is swimming in sand. I guess them's the breaks when you build your city in the middle of the desert. Past that, not much to mention, though. Seems like a pretty normal town, yeah? Huh? Still with me there? Still with me there? I've seen you spaced out before, but this is ridiculous! What? I'm fine. I'm fine. Let me guess. Castle Oblivion? Like I said, the longer we take here, the longer you're gonna have to stay in the dark. I know. This door is boarded shut. Also, I would like to say, it's a very nice detail that the worlds we're visiting are their Kingdom Hearts 1 variants instead of their Kingdom Hearts 2. Because legitimately, Kingdom Hearts 1 and 2 are spaced an entire year apart. Their worlds have changed. they selling pottery or sand? Yeah, this is the worst part of recon missions. I'm now just wandering around until I find what I need. How are you all doing today? This is a linear enough game to where I don't have to make conversation a lot of the time. No sand piles up here, which means they must have just built this scaffold. Damn it. These dishes are covered in sand. Okay. Big door. Probably leads to the royal palace. Probably. Are you just guessing? As if. Take a good look. High walls, ornamental carvings. The construction's different than the rest of the city. Oh no! Zigbar's actually observant!
Yeah!
What's all this lumber lying around for? Okay. Alright, I'm sick of doing it the hard way. I'm pulling up a guide now. A pile of rope, huh? Lumber, rope. I hope you have fun, Evie. Oh no. Right, then we have to, this is a mission I can't 100% yet. at the size of this dune. It's because we're next to the city gates. Thank you. Okay, so we've got an entire city under a layer of sand. What do you make of it, Roxas? Hold on, I am trying to pull up step-by-step guides for the reconnaissance missions, so this goes by faster. Me? Yes, you. How do you think it ended up like this? Maybe because of the city's location. I mean, we are in the middle of the desert. Maybe this is normal. Normal? As if. Look at the city walls. They built them high to prevent exactly this from happening. Okay, fine, then maybe the city was hit with a sandstorm. That would explain the damage to the walls. Attaboy, Roxas, you're right on the money. This place got hit by a sandstorm, and not just once or twice from the looks of it. I guess the high walls around the city weren't high enough. Now how about the lumber and rope? Roxas, give me a damage assessment for the city. From the looks of it... things could have been worse. Just a little wind and sand, right? As if get you out. I wouldn't use the term the city was devastated for that level of damage. Okay. I wouldn't use the term devastated for that level of damage. They who? The citizens? Who else? It looks like a major effort. Maybe somebody leading the operation. You think so? Alright, Roxas, we've got what you came for. Let's RTC out here. Alright. It's everywhere. Get used to it. We will have to take the alternate route. By the way, I'm just cutting out the middleman. Man, I really want to go eat, man. Ow. You should get some rest, Aladdin. I'll be okay. Besides, the sandstorm's finally let up, and it has our chance to patch up the city. That's true, but still. You'll run yourself ragged at this rate. Jasmine, you don't need to worry. I'm fine. And since we don't know when the next storm will hit, we need to get everything running away before it does. If only Genie were around. I miss him too, but this isn't a job for magic. Agrabah's our city. We need to be the ones to fix it up. Of course, you're right. Now, I should get back to work. Wait, I'll help too. If you had tried the main route, Zigbar would have made you take another one. Because they would have been there. So that guy must be spearheading the city repair efforts. The question is, why him? He doesn't look like royalty. Does he have to be? It's not easy getting people to follow you, especially when it involves work. It's the kind of thing you'd expect somebody in the palace to do. They already call the shots, right? True. But he definitely wasn't royalty. The girl next to him, now she was royalty. So what now? Do we look around inside the palace? No need. We have our answers, and we even got a peek at their leaders. Good, then we can go home. Why, Roxas? Did you leave the toaster plugged in? You know why. Come on, let's RTC. We're not gonna RTC yet because we haven't done everything yet. Do those two come through here? This door's pretty solid. The wall's high. The locals might be using the palace as a storm shelter. No, 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 no. Check out all this sand. I don't think we're going outside. Another storm is brewing. These people will never be able to repair the city fast enough. Glad I don't live here. Plus, they have to deal with all the Heartless. Ah, you picked up on a juicy bit there, Roxas. Why? The storm and the Heartless. It's possible they're not completely unrelated. You think there's a connection? Alright, I think that's all we're getting for one day. Let's RTC. Fun fact, I believe that will spawn a optional quest later. You need to have fully completed this one's progress bar to access it. Hey, where do Heartless go when they're destroyed? They don't go anywhere. They're gone. Only the hearts they held remain. But the hearts go somewhere. Kingdom Hearts. So what if a person without a heart is destroyed? Like nobody like you or me. Does some part of us remain? As if. We're not even supposed to be in the first place. What's there to leave behind? Then whoever it was at Castle Oblivion. Gone. And I'll never see them again? Nope. Oh. You coming? Huh? Oh, yeah. What's going on? Who are you? We got an ability unit. Also, a panacea will cure all negative status effects. Now, I am going to go get something to eat. I did not make the I will be right back screen. I can improvise. Alright, I'll be right back. Oh yeah, because it's nearing that time, and this bit of info is mainly for those that were present in the DK64 stream. Due to how long it took me to set something up before the stream, I will be streaming for 30 extra minutes today.
I've been to see him. He looks a lot like you.
Who are you?
I'm what's left. Or maybe I'm all there ever was.
I meant your name.
My name is of no importance. What about you? Do you remember your true name?
My true name is...
You have been with us for 6 days now. The time has come.
Nominee must have begun her work. Will he wake from this? I am told he will, provided she strips the hero of all his memories. Then much hinges on Castle Oblivion. We needn't stop collecting hearts. Number 14 has gained power over the Keyblade, just as we intended. Shion can fill Roxas' shoes for the time being. And the chamber. Have you found it? No, sir. I would say progress is slow. If we had actually made any. So sleep has taken you yet again. Skipping forward! As far as the timeline is concerned, I believe at this moment, Sora had just stepped in the pod and Riku had departed from Castle Oblivion to walk the road to dawn. I went to a new world today, Roxas. You should have seen it. It was so beautiful. Well, I'll visit you tomorrow, okay? Bye, Roxas. Day 50. Familiar sound.
I knew that I'd find you snoozing down here.
Well, another day. Back to the grind. Stay away from that world, for the love of God. Okay, genuinely though, I need to know, how the fuck did they make Atlantica worse in Kingdom Hearts 2? It was already a terrible world in 1. How do you make it worse? Roxas? Starting on day 50, the events of Chain of Memories have just ended. Riku just departed Castle Oblivion to walk the road to dawn. Sora is currently sleeping inside of the pod, while Naminé rebuilds his memories. No, that is not spoilers. This is a Kingdom Hearts game. You do need to know the events of all previous Kingdom Hearts games to understand the story. And although this game came after 2, chronologically it sits before 2, so technically you do not need 2 context. But you do need 1 in Chain of Memories context, though. Shion, what happened to me? You were sleeping a long, long time. Sayax told us not to get our hopes up, that you might not... Well, you're awake now. That's what counts. Ugh, I feel like a zombie. Guess there's some things a nap can't cure. Here, I brought you this. It's a seashell. I've been picking one up every time I go out on a mission. Hold it up to your ear. Day 51. Missing. Starting now, we can find Unity badges. When you find a Unity badge, you'll be able to play that mission in mission mode. Yes, you need to collect these. The bonus gauge. Starting now, we'll have to deal with this. Complete missions to fill up the bonus gauge. The amount varies from mission to mission. Once the gauge is full, completing additional missions will earn you more rewards than usual. You're awake. Did you ever find out what happened to Castle Oblivion? We're looking into what befell them. Them? How many? You still don't know? What I know is that I don't owe you any explanations. Now get to work. You'll be on your own for a while. Wherever our other members are, they're certainly not here to help. Alright, the bonus gauge. Be strategic about which missions you complete first. Because if you do them in the right order, you can actually multiply the rewards gotten. Like, for example, I could multiply that blizzard. Let's see. It really is! Where was Luke during all of that? Oh, Magic Bracer would be real nice. Yeah, it is actually worth buying pretty much everything in the shop overall. Alright, let's organize this shit. Alright, starting now, we have ability units. If I'm being honest, these power units are not that helpful. Now look, early game, getting an extra point to strength makes all the difference. But I am telling you right now, very soon from now, actually, these things are going to be useless. Because 1 point is basically nothing. But if we throw an ability on this sucker, you will notice it does not say which ability we're getting. The ability you get depends on the Keyblade. I have Abyssal Tide. That is going to get me a combo boost. Okay. But if I were to, say, use the skill gear, it will also get me you're really doing a bad job at it. You're really making me do a bad job at explaining it. Anyway, okay. So, point is, if I'm being honest, the power units are basically useless. I mean, they're nice to have. I'm going to throw that ability boost on. Then, I'm going to remove my accessory that gave combo boost. Because, for the record, I cannot do it this way to get multiple combo boosts. So, I'm just going to increase my major stats. Actually, hold on. This is actually why you want a wide selection of rings. I need iron. I would really like to get this one, because Magic Bracer is actually a really good ability. Okay, so now I'm going to have Combo Jump. What that does, it allows you to jump in the middle of a combo. It's not that helpful, but hey, it's better than nothing. So, double cast can be... I don't have the space. I can put it right there. I need that. So... if I had one more slot, I could make that work. Oh yeah, starting now, I'm not gonna be reading them out loud, but I will be talking to people, because sometimes... There it is. Go get all the chests in Mission 14, man. I'll make it worth your while. Talk to the people in that room, because sometimes they'll give you, like, side objectives to do. Also, at my current strength, I'm basically going to obliterate Darkseid. There we go. That's all the chests. Now I just kill Darkseid. There we go. I finished the Demix. By doing these bonus missions, you can get materials. Now, I need to say this now. Some of these are permanently missable. You cannot return to these specific days later. You can return to the missions, not the days. So I think I'm going to... Deserters. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get that one. Let me change my deck around. Oh, I'm definitely gonna want that one. Man, I need those slot releasers so bad. But yeah, no, the missions you do first are going to be the hardest ones in the chain, basically. Oh, there it is. Unity badge. But yeah, no, starting now, I'm going to be actively seeking out Unity badges in every mission. Okay. Oh. This is the heavy status effect. It disables your jump button.
Nice try.
I wish I had space in my deck for healing. The tail bunker.
Nice try.
Dang it. All right. At least I'm fully healed now. Oh. You know, this happened because I didn't pack any potions. So honestly, this is on me.
Nice try.
Got him! Aerial tech. I see the other chest. No.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, just double checking that I did it all. Day 52. Day 52. Solitude. New entry in Roxas's diary. Yeah, all of these just appeared, by the way. I only remember part of this day. I heard somebody sent to Castle Oblivion was terminated. Sayek said it may have been Axel. I tried to ask Sigvar about it on the day's mission, but he said nothing's left of Nobody's once we're gone, because we have no hearts to leave behind. I don't remember much after that. They say I collapsed and wouldn't wake up. I must have missed a lot. It's like I had the longest dream. I woke up to find a bunch of seashells by my pillow. I counted them. One for each day they said I was asleep. I was wondering who left them there, but then when I got to the clock tower, Shion gave me another one. I held it up to my ear, and I could hear the ocean. Why did it sound so familiar? Sounds like the worst has come to pass. The whole CO team wiped from existence. It's hard to come to grips with the idea that Axel is gone. I feel choked up. I don't know what you'd call it. I've never had this kind of sensation. I went up to the clock tower to have ice cream, but nobody else showed up. I don't really think panaceas are really worth ever bringing yourself. Because, by the way, panacea sells for a lot. So if you're ever hurting for money, I usually just sell those. Every mission means I'm gonna have to organize panels. Only got the one extra, so... Fire? 1, 2, 3. Actually, wait. I have learned my lesson. Actually, high potions. I have learned my lesson. I am bringing healing items. Oh. Level links! Finally, we have this. Level links are how we are going to use most of our levels. And this, my friends, is where the challenge of this system comes in. Every level we put in here is going to be doubled. That's the gist. I know. I'm gonna eliminate the deserters, but to do that properly... I'm gonna need fire instead of blizzard. No, I'm really not stacking a lot of potions. I stacked potions that one time because of the friggin' zip slasher.
Nice try.
Damn. Oh, what I wouldn't give for a thunder right about now. Okay, I did it perfectly. I do have chests that I need to grab. Okay, I can't get that one yet. And now the bonus meter should be active. Like so. Day 53. I think I can synthesize... Yep. I got enough iron now. Let me get the chrono gear. I remember really liking the chrono gear. We got 45 versus... Yeah, this thing is better overall. Question is, how does the combo for it feel? jolt enemies sometimes with the finishing blow of your combo. Actually, that would be kind of useful. I forget what potion boost does. Yeah. Okay, flat out saying this right from the get-go, we cannot completely fill the objective bar here. Some of these emblems are not obtainable without later abilities. Yeah, no, the idea behind this mission is...
Yeah.
Damn it! The idea for the mission is to basically go as fast as you can. You know, the crazy thing about level 1 runs, in specifically this game, yeah, and this is what I meant by we can't get them all. In fact, okay, I can't position it right, but there is actually an emblem on that last pillar. Also grab the treasure chest though. Also, Nightmare, about your suggestion. I will say that it was a good idea, but I am missing something to actually do the limit spamming strat that I normally do. Yeah, I don't have any way of getting to that one.
Yeah.
Not without jumping off, anyway. I am missing one thing before I start making the limit spam strategy I normally go. I'll be back for that mission later. Day 54. We got about 25 more minutes in the stream. Let's see. What I could do. Could do that. So then I could do that. No. No, I can't have both. I am going to switch back to the lift gear. I don't know, I just like the feel of the lift gear more. Story mission. Another sandstorm? Are you sure, Aladdin? Unfortunately, yes. All the merchants were talking about it. This is terrible. And that's only one of the things that's got me worried. Why? What else is wrong? The Heartless. They've been showing up all over Agrabah. Heartless? Yeah, they always appear right before a sandstorm hits. I thought it was just a coincidence during the last storm, but... Oh no, I hope this isn't a sign of things to come. Ooh, loaded gear plus. I'll have to look at that thing's stats. That might actually be better than my current weapon.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Oh, these fuckers. These guys never return in any other Kingdom Hearts game. Barrier Masters will make a shield around their enemy of choice, and now the enemy is fucking invincible. And to top it off, he's one of those enemies that likes to run. Alright. Let's grab that Unity badge. Hey! Get back here, Boo! I told you! You can't just take things from the marketplace. No excuses! We made a promise. No more stealing. Now come on. Let's go get this back. Since I am playing this game in single screen mode, this probably requires some explaining. That scene we just saw with Sora, that would have normally appeared on the bottom screen. I do not know how Melon Mix is going to handle the others like that. I don't know if it's going to skip it. I don't know if it's going to just show me the bottom screen instead of the normal screen. I'm thinking after this mission, it might be a good time to call it a day for the stream. Mainly because we are approaching the time limit I've set for all of my streams. And I kind of don't want to go over. This was also a test stream to see if 3 hours was enough to make enough progress in days, and it is. I'm missing some fire plants. Though, real talk, I might see about ways to extend it I think 4 hours is the sweet spot for days.
Yeah. Ha. Yeah. Yeah. Ha.
I swear I've walked all over Agrabah. Sorry about that. Oh, this is another mission I can't complete right now. Yeah, we're skipping all the way to day 71. Here comes Sourpuss with a long face. Nothing, okay? You gotta admit, the castle's a lot quieter. Half as loud, you might say. But I could get used to a smaller, more tightly knit group. How about you?
Hey.
Hey, Roxas, man, did you hear? No survivors! Everyone at CO got KO'd! Heavy stuff!
Oh.
Then they're really gone. Gone with the wind, right, Ziggy? Ooh, I really dodged a bullet there. Lucky you. Now you get to double your hours and help pick up the slack. Blech. Roger that. Remind me to underachieve twice as hard from now on. Challenge and ordeal badges. They will unlock new missions in mission mode. I sit up on the clock tower, but no one comes. Not Axel, not even Shion. That weird lump in my throat won't go away. Something else is bothering me. This is gonna sound crazy. Good thing this is a private diary. But these pictures keep flashing through my head. Not all the time, just sometimes. Ever since I collapsed. I think it happens when I'm awake too, on missions. So I don't think it's a dream. Where are the pictures coming from? So I was right. In single screen mode, it doesn't properly show it. On the bottom screen, during all the missions in Agrabah, I believe, it would have shown me running around as Sora on the bottom screen. I've never played Crisis Core. I probably should. But that is it for today. I have things to do today, so I have to end stream. I know, sad. This is the new stream schedule. I'm gonna see if I can work into starting the stream sooner than normal to make up for that, but I'll see you guys next time. Let's find a raid target. Okay. Yeah, there's not going to be a raid target because my phone's YouTube is fucking up. So yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time. Bye!